Have you ever wondered what happens to you when you fall into deep sleep? That mysterious time when there are no thoughts, no memories, no desires, nothing. Yet when you wake up in the morning, you say, "Man, I slept great last night." But wait, think about that for a second. Who knew you were sleeping? Your body was completely out. Your mind was silent. Your brain wasn't processing anything. So who was watching? Who remembers that you slept? Here's the weird part. When your body is inactive, when your mind goes quiet, when your intellect stops working, something is still there. Something is present. Something is witnessing it all. This is what ancient yogis called Sushupti, the state of deep, dreamless sleep. And according to the Upanishads, this isn't just sleep. It's the moment when your soul actually meets God. Except there's a catch. You have no clue it's happening. The ancient texts say, where there are no desires, no dreams, no thoughts, that is Sushupti. It's the state of absolute peace where the soul merges back into its source, into what they called Brahman, or pure consciousness, or if you like, God. But here's the mystery. Your soul touches that infinite peace every single night, yet you don't remember a thing. It's like standing directly under the sun with your eyes closed and saying, "It's so dark here." The sun is right there, but you're not experiencing it. The light exists, but you can't see it. That's exactly what happens in deep sleep. The Upanishads say your soul merges with the divine, but unconsciously. You're there, but you're not aware. It's rest, but not liberation. Because true freedom comes when that same union happens with full awareness, what the sages called turiya, the fourth state of consciousness. Think about it. We spend a third of our lives sleeping. What if that's not wasted time? What if that's actually the moment we're closest to ultimate truth? We just don't know it. Let me break this down using ancient wisdom that's thousands of years old. Way before modern neuroscience even existed. Indian philosophy says consciousness operates in 4 states, not 3. First is the waking state, called Jagrat. You're reading this right now. Your senses are active. Your mind is thinking. You're fully engaged with the world. Second is the dream state, Swapna. Your body sleeps, but your mind creates an entire world. You're flying, you're running, you're having conversations, all happening inside your head. Third is deep sleep, Sushupti. No dreams, no thoughts, no awareness of body or world, complete blackout. Yet something remains, pure existence. Fourth is Turiya, the fourth state. This is where it gets wild. Turiya is when you experience that deep sleep peace while fully awake. This is the goal. This is enlightenment. The Mandukya Upanishad, one of the shortest but most powerful ancient texts, describes Sushupti like this. When the mind desires nothing and sees no dreams, that is deep sleep. There the soul rests in pure being, but in darkness, not in light. Here's what's actually happening when you sleep. Your 5 senses shut down. Your mind stops creating stories. Your ego, that voice that says I, me, mine, goes offline. All that's left is pure awareness, pure being. The Brihadaranyaka Upanishad uses a beautiful metaphor. In deep sleep, the soul leaves behind the body, mind, and all actions, and returns to its source, like a bird returning to its nest at sunset. All day long you're flying around, working, worrying, wanting things. But every night, you come home. You return to the source, to God, to consciousness itself. But, and this is crucial, you don't recognize it. You're there, but you're asleep to the truth. The crazy part? In deep sleep, there's no ego, no separation, no you and me, no suffering, just pure being. You're literally experiencing what enlightened masters spend lifetimes trying to achieve, but unconsciously. Adi Shankaracharya, the great philosopher, explained it like this. In deep sleep, the soul rests in Brahman, in pure consciousness, but ignorance still covers it, like clouds hiding the sun. The sun is there, you just can't see it. Let me give you a modern comparison. Imagine diving deep into the ocean. At the surface, there are waves, noise, chaos, but as you go deeper, it gets quieter and quieter. In the deepest part, it's completely still, totally silent. Deep sleep is like being in that deep ocean, but with your eyes closed. You're there, you feel the peace, but you can't see anything. Turiya is the same depth, but now your eyes are open. You see it, you know it. You realize, I am the ocean. I was never separate from it. Both deep sleep and enlightenment have the same qualities. Mind is quiet, no thoughts, no sensory input, total peace. But there's one massive difference. In deep sleep, knowledge is asleep. In Turiya, knowledge is awake. In deep sleep, you rest in God unknowingly. In Turiya, you rest in God consciously. If my soul meets God every night in deep sleep, why doesn't it stick? Why do I wake up and forget? Great question. The ancient texts answer this. Avidya, ignorance. There's a thin veil of ignorance between you and ultimate truth. When you wake up, your mind boots back up. Your memories, your identity, your ego, all come rushing back online. That veil goes back up. You say, I slept well. You never say, I merged with infinite consciousness. Why? Because the witness, the part of you that could know this, wasn't active. So can we experience that deep sleep peace while fully conscious? Yes, absolutely. Here's how. First, practice witness consciousness. Every day, spend 10 minutes just watching your thoughts. Don't judge them. Don't engage. Just watch, like you're sitting by a river watching the water flow by. Thoughts will come. I need to reply to that email. What's for dinner? Why did they say that? Just watch. Don't grab onto them. Over time, you'll realize, I'm not my thoughts. I'm the one watching them. This is the witness. This is your true self. This is what remains when everything else falls away. Second, meditation, which is conscious deep sleep. Sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Focus on your breath. Let thoughts settle, like snow settling in a snow globe. Eventually, you'll hit a moment where the mind goes totally quiet. No thoughts, no noise. But you're not asleep. You're fully aware. That's it. That's conscious Sushupti. That's the doorway to Turiya. The yogis didn't fall asleep during meditation. They entered this state while completely alert. That's the whole practice. Third, devotional remembrance. This one's simple but profound. Remember you're not separate from the divine. Throughout the day, pause and think, I am not alone. There is no difference between me and the source of all this. When you remember God, Christ, Buddha, Source, Universe, whatever word works for you, your ego starts dissolving. That separation begins to fade. And when the ego fades, what's left is the same peace you touch every night in deep sleep. Except now you're experiencing it consciously, with love. Want to try this tonight? Before bed, sit quietly for 5 minutes. Just listen to your breath. Don't try to sleep, just be present. When you wake up, before checking your phone, take one deep breath. Think, I am the same peace that was present all night. That awareness stays with you into the day. During the day, pause randomly and ask yourself, who's watching right now? That simple question pulls you into witness consciousness. Do this consistently, and something shifts. That deep sleep peace stops being something that only happens unconsciously. It starts showing up in your waking life. You're stuck in traffic, but that peace is there. You're stressed at work, but underneath, that peace is there. You're anxious about the future, but deeper still, that peace is there. Here's what Sushupti teaches us. God, Source, Truth, Peace, whatever you want to call it, it's not far away. You touch it every single night. It's not in some temple or church or mountain monastery. It's right here. It's what you are when everything else falls away. Every night, you go there. Every morning, you forget. The spiritual path isn't about gaining something new. It's about staying conscious of what's already happening. The Katha Upanishad puts it perfectly. When all desires in the heart fall silent, then the mortal becomes immortal and experiences Brahman right here and now. So the real question isn't, does my soul meet God? It does, every single night. The real question is, am I aware of it? When your mind goes quiet, when thoughts stop racing, when you drop into that inner silence, that's not emptiness, that's presence, that's the divine, that's home. And in that moment, the soul smiles because it remembers, I was never separate, I never left, I just forgot who I was. Think about it. You've been touching infinity every night of your life. You just didn't know it. What if tonight you pay attention? What if instead of just passing out, you watch yourself fall asleep? What if you catch that moment where you disappear, but awareness remains? That's the doorway. That's where everything changes. Sweet dreams, or should I say, sweet awakening.